What's up, everyone? This is Tatum. I'm back with another episode of F This Review, and tonight I'm going to be discussing the new Sampha album, Lahai. This will be my first Sampha album that I'm reviewing on my channel. For those that follow the channel or new to my channel, I love R&B music, I love alternative music, I love rap. So like, I'm always eager to hear just new shit. And Sampha, shit, it's been so long. Sampha, I remember hearing him on damn, what was it? Maybe Too Much by Drake. What's that, like 2013, 15, something like that? 13, yeah, 2013, 14. His debut album came out in 2017. So when he gave the tease that he was dropping a new album, I was ecstatic. One thing I don't like to do nowadays is listen to singles. I like to go into these albums, like, unless it's like I have to hear a single, I don't want to hear a single. I know that might sound strange. So I didn't hear anything from this album, and I gave it the car test, I gave it the headphone test. I didn't give it the gym test. It just wasn't the vibe for a gym. But the thing I felt like he touched on with this album, and it's great to hear a bunch of like the newcomers like finding that growth sooner in their career. Him becoming a father. How do I want to put this? Him becoming a father, and with that joy and love brought to his life, and it kind of made this calm album, even though it has like these subject matters of love and loss, and it has downs emotionally, but it's a growing process. It was like a growth experience. It was an experience of maturity for me listening to this album. I felt that, especially being a father and with some of the subjects he was speaking about. So one thing that stood out to me from the first song was the percussions, the drums. Like the drums were very like fast paced, like that sort of like almost house like in a way, if I could put a category to it. But he clashed it with like this like graceful vocal, it kind of like slowed the songs down, like, and not in like a bad way. I mean, like literally it felt like hitting like driving really fast, and then like his vocals coming in and making the car crash like really slow. I know that was a crazy analogy, but going to Spirit 2.0, which has like this mantra feel to the hook aspect of it. The waves will catch you, light will catch you, love will catch you. But the thing that stood out to me on this record was the fucking poetry of that first verse, where he says, lying in reflection, moonlights hit your skin, safe in conversations, you question where I've been, two bodies on this mattress, save me as it sinks, automatic self-protection like airbags to my limbs. I thought that was amazing writing. Some of the topics that I grasped from this album is gaining love, losing love, healing. If I could like pinpoint the three things that like stood out to me the most. So like you can interpret that line as like the unhappiness of the relationship as well, or you can interpret it as like falling for someone new. Like it's very complex to me. I thought that line was like chef kiss. Dance in circles, where it's like, to me, what I interpreted from it was more of a the used to be's and what could have beens, and but we get lost in the shuffle of this shit, like of our both egos and emotions and things of that nature. Dancing in circles. That's what I kind of got from that song. I could be wrong. I look at music weird. I get it. To go into Suspended, which is probably my favorite top 3 on the album. Just the way he attacked that beat, like from a vocal standpoint, like just from the rhythm of it, was just like, first listen, I rewind that song back so many times, like I couldn't get past it. Like to go with that piano, it was just really, really good. And just the story of, they're both being suspended. Satellite Business is cool. Another standout track to me on here was Jonathan A. SEAGULL, I believe that's the name of it, SEAGULL. That one caught me by surprise. That song right there was just like, oh shit. It comes in with like this soft production, and then like you hear like this layered vocals. It could be like choir, it could be just like stacked vocals from someone else. I thought it just like, it like captured me immediately. Like soon as all the vocals start coming in, it captured me immediately. Vocal performance is really good on here. Couldn't stomach those blues you articulate, but the way he sings is like dun 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 dun. Like it was like, oh shit. Like how do you even find that pocket? Like it was just Oh man, beautiful, beautiful music. Making life decisions based on what's been laid. We've both been dealt with loss and grief in separate ways. On the same track, running on a different pace. Will I catch up, or will you just race away one day or someday? It's like, damn, that's so crazy. Like, we both been dealt a hell of a hand, and like, we dealt with pain in different ways. So same pain, but felt it and dealt it in different ways. It's like, you know how crazy of a bar that is? Like, this is like the music I love. Like, really, really good writing. Like, if you give me with the good writing, I don't give a fuck anything else. The writing is like, that was just beautiful poetry. Inclination, compass, just that turmoil and spiral of being in a relationship, and as it's going, like, just going left, and really all you both need is love and tenderness and like a little bit more compassion from each other, and just, you know what I mean? Like, really, really good shit, man. Only is, like, I'm coming to find out, was the single with the video. It's cool, little bouncy, little uptune record. I can see why it was picked as the single, but not my favorite on the album. But I see how it serves its purpose. Them chords on Evidence reminded me of like some, they're gonna hate that I say this, but like some early like Neptune's like Come Close kind of bright like chords on there. Very Stevie as as well, via Stevie. But that one like put me in such a great mood. Just the vibe of that whole record, I love that one. Evidence is a good car ride song. What If You Hypnotize Me is a cool record. Him ending it with Rose Tint, it was cool. I felt like it could have ended at What If You Hypnotize Me, but you know, it was a cool ending. Like, it didn't throw off the album, but it kind of ended lackluster at the tail end for me. The best songs to me on here are Suspended, Jonathan L. Siegel, Inclination, Compass, and Evidence. Even mentioned on Inclination and Compass of like restoring love and getting back to a place that you were before. Very mature. Like, he's only like 34, so like, very, very mature album, man. Final thoughts, very good sophomore album. You know what I'm gonna say? For a black man, we don't get to hear like our musicians, whether it be rap, R&B, whatever, like express like this a lot. Like, with that maturity and that vulnerability of like, man, like, it's never the guy that's like, this ain't feeling, this don't feel the same, or like, you get the joy of a new father, and like, you don't hear this stuff a lot in the music, like accountability, holding the other person. Like, it's just a lot of like stuff that in this album that I think is dope, that a guy is actually doing, because we don't hear this shit a lot. It's really like a therapy session. Like, it's really like mantras in here to help you through the day, and guys don't get that a lot. Like, the women got Cleo Soul, they got Janae Aiko, they got like so many people like that help, that like it's therapeutic. But guys, especially in the alternative R&B area, or R&B in general, we don't have like somebody speaking from that emotion. Like, it's so truthful, you know what I mean, that sometimes like listening to it is like, cut deep, you know what I mean? So I enjoyed this album. Make sure you go check it out if you haven't. Really, really, really good music on here. I wouldn't tell you to go listen to it if it wasn't. if you know me by now, I wouldn't recommend anything that was bad. That's a very high bar to set. But as always, let me know in the comments with some of your favorite songs on here. Do you think it held up to his first album? Give me your top 3 songs in here. And what do you think about just this type of vulnerability coming from a man's perspective in music these days? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. New Year's winding down. It's almost time for my favorite albums of 2023. Look out for that as well. But as always, after this review, I'm Tatum. Peace.